Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 14.2 and the Soviet campaign. Sorry for the delay in the brain input there. And in the last episode, we were defending ourselves against the Soviets, and we have come forward a little bit in time. So I'm going to give everyone a progress update. I thought I'd start back up with the Germans triggering Foul Blau, because I don't think particularly worried at this moment in time about what we think Foul Blau is going to deliver. We have got a relatively stable front line, and part of the reason why I've skipped forward a little bit is that it hasn't really been that much interesting happening. We've been defending the front line. We did lose a couple of provinces here, but all in all, it's not been too bad, and we've defended it quite well. I think some of the initial things we're going to want to do is reclaim some of these, if at all possible. But we'll have to see. And then we're going to want to secure our flanks. So we've got a couple of army groups up here that are going to be used to push out into Finland, who we think we can probably take without too much hassle. We've got aircraft and everything kind of set up and ready to go to deliver on that. Although you don't have a leader, which is a little bit dumb. But yeah, we're not too concerned, I don't think, with being able to push in and destroy some of this lot. I think the question mark really becomes how quickly can we do it? Because the sooner we can get rid of Finland, the sooner we can move out elsewhere. Similarly, the Japanese did push out, and I did extricate pretty much all of our troops. We lost about probably 100,000 troops to the Japanese, but we're now holding somewhat of a defensive line in the Far East. So we've given up pretty much all of the outer Manchuria area. And if we can, we want to try and retake Vladivostok at some point. Our submarines, though, are doing the true work of the gods here and absolutely smashing up any ships that come near them. So any convoys, anything along those lines are getting sunk. In fact, we'll go onto the naval map mode for a minute. So down here in these straits, we are sinking enemy convoys left, right, and centre. We could do with a forward operating base that was a little bit further away, to be honest. Or sorry, a little bit closer. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, and we do have a whole bunch of new divisions ready to come out in June. We've actually sorted out the economy as well. We are trading for a lot of steel and energy and metal and things, and we've got Lend-Lease from the United States, which is helping us to produce everything and to do our sizable upgrade queue, which really is quite sizable, to be honest with you. It's a pretty massive amount that we have there. Just drinking my coffee. So, the plans then that we have afoot is defend against the Germans, but I think once this is in position, we're going to want to invade Iran. Similarly, we could launch the invasion of Finland, which we could call Finlandia Freedom. Yeah, let's go Finlandia Freedom. As you can see, I've got all of the very helpful named plans, and then once we've dealt with Iran, that's when we would make a move on Afghanistan. So the Brits might beat us to that, but that's okay. Yeah, we're just going to keep on defending. Technology-wise, we have well and truly started moving in the right direction, so we are getting very close to having upgraded and dealt with everything on that front. Mainly, it's kind of all of these prototype techs and things where we were a little bit off the pace that we're now making a good move on. In fact, yeah, a lot of you will be done soon. And then we are getting on to probably next some of the operating ones, because right now we're doing like the theoretical things that give us a bunch of bonuses. So we're not far off. Yeah, let's go. We will do 24. We've lost Bologon. That's not so good. But at least the Mongolians have started to reinforce with their own troops. And K-Splow might have launched, but I'm not seeing any attacks from the Germans, so we'll give it a week. And then we might want to consider launching our own counterattacks. So into Service HQ, let's do Army. Lovely jubbly. We are still getting a decent amount of officers produced. We've got a good officer ratio in place at the moment. Okay, and they're attacking with a lot of divisions here, so maybe we look to reinforce that battle in that part of the world. And yeah, we've got a cav unit moving up to there. I'd say we need another division here. And probably a few more in a couple of other spots. They've not taken Aldan, which is interesting. Right, heavy AA guns. Twin engine armament. Let's do both of the air ones and then get the 41 levels there going. We want to try and catch up on some of those techs. Speaking of catching up, we're going to have medium armor up to the next level soon. So that is a positive. Okay, and any attacks to be worried about over here? No, just Japanese attacks. So the Germans are not attacking at all. We did also get, I should say, the Imperial Seat of Government, which is giving us a 10% territorial pride, which I think is also helping us immensely. We have evened out some of our troops. You're attacking in Orel with a single Kampfgruppe. Yeah, that didn't look very positive. They hemorrhaged 2 manpower in that attempt. And yeah, there's a lot of upgrades. Okay, trying again. So we don't have any descent. Or I should say we didn't have any descent. And that's some big bonuses. The territorial pride and things that's now a positive is very helpful. And we could do a party rally. So we will. And an attack towards Andreapol. Not concerned. Okay, and then we've got a coal rationing event, which I think we will actually take. Because coal's been a bit of a sore spot for us. We might want to take actually all of the kind of additional events. And aha! Another tech there. Let's get 4-engine airframe up to the next level. And then it's aero engine that's the only thing holding that back, which will be done on July 2nd. So we can start getting some of the air techs back done. Okay, and they lost 3,000 in that attack. It's nearly time, I think, to unleash the Grand Soviet Horde. And you know what? We will take... I think that supplies one in a minute, but let's just see whether or not we think that's the right move. So, yeah, because we are calling out a supply problem. Machine gun focus at 44, that's fine. Assault guns at 41, we'll let that ride. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's... Oh, and there's petrol rationing as well. Yeah, let's just see. Let's get rid of the descent and things as we go. 6k loss there, that's good. And those attacks towards Orel are not going to pay off. I think they've got some major supply problems, to be honest with you. Because we have some major supply problems. Okay, and there's scrap metal drive. Okay, so our bomber crew layout, 44. We'll take off the 43 as well. To get that going, that's fine. And then we've got 142 to do there, and the battle commander recognition. And we will postpone our mine expansion plans. Okay, and at 10k metal, do we need to do this one? Probably would help. Because you only lose -1 for not doing it, so it's not massive. Okay, there's 5k. Another 5k soldier losses. Right, so let's do the fuel. And we'll also do the supplies. And we'll do the scrap metal. We'll do the whole lot in one go. And then that's still a net positive at that point. And we can form a tank brigade. Thank you very much. I shall take that. With another commander. Let's chuck in probably over to there. Speaking of commanders, we've got some people without them. They love reassigning commanders randomly in this game. We've got a lot of level 2 people. Okay, and we are winning, I think, some piercing battles over there, but we will, I think, send over some planes to do an air intercept. Okay, and we did lose a little bit of fuel, but that's fine. We've got the heroic tales, which is good, and yeah, we'll expand our research centres. Every little helps on the research front. And over 900 there now, which is good. Okay, and then there's our medium armour. And I don't think we can do... we can. We can do T-34. So that'll make our tanks a little bit cheaper. Which we are very happy about. And we'll wait to get rid of all the dissent before we kick off any of the battles. So it'll also give another couple of weeks to see if the German AI has the strength to do anything. The theatres... So the theatres think we can defend with no trouble at all, which is interesting. I wonder if... Okay, so you think we can defend fine there, but that's it. Oh, some bloody Cossacks. Well, that's just not sporting at all, is it? Let's go deal with them. This is why we've got the military police behind the front. To go deal with bullshit like this. Okay, and some slightly difficult battles here that we're dealing with. That's okay. Okay, and the supplies is working in our advantage. And right now, kind of key amongst my list of kind of targets is these provinces here. They have a lot of coal. And I think we're single-handedly keeping the German economy up and running. If we look at their coal production, they're in a massive surplus of several items, predominantly because of us and our coal reserves. So we want to be a little bit clever about that. Speaking of opening the borders... Yeah, we can just open that up now because... Yeah, we're not worried about it. And, yeah. And, hey look, industrialization of farms. Thank you very much. That helps us no end. So you're doing the T-34. We've got the gun turrets at 43. We're doing all of our stuff there apart from special. We can do extra wide tank tracks. Got a bunch of stuff there that's ongoing. Yeah, we're not concerned. Okay, and the heavy panzers are slightly worrying, but not that bad. Okay, so Kaga and Soryu are lost. You are in trouble, Japan. Okay, and we're on to our operational techs now, about midway through the year, so that's good. Just need our officer ratio just to hold out for a little bit longer. Speaking of that, we've got upgrades going pretty much across the entire front. Finally getting rid of these BTs. A little bit later than originally. We've got some handheld anti-tank weapons and things coming along as well. Got some very good commanders. Especially in the north. Right, and that's good. The convoy ASW warfare isn't particularly pleasant. So... yeah, and we're relying on our Air Force here to do a good amount of work. Okay, and we're losing a lot of supplies. That's okay. And then we'll move you to attack there. You're on your way there, that's fine. Okay, a couple of very minor attacks, but we're not too worried. Okay, so they lost 20,000, so a 10-to-1 kill ratio, pretty much. That's a slightly larger battle. We do have an infantry unit we can move in, and yeah, some more divisions over there that we can get to do the job. Okay, and we will want to place that ourselves. We're probably going to put it into Leningrad. And I don't think we need much. Just that will do to get it out. I didn't know Fyodor Tarbukin was managing a core command with some light tanks. Right, let's give you a commander, that random cav unit. Let's move a couple of tank divisions over to help. Maybe one of these as well. Right. Self-propelled AA. And ammunition capacity, that's fine. Twin engine bomb bay, we'll let that run. Whole bunch of techs here that we're letting go. Get the infantry stuff going because our army is still a massive infantry blob. And then, so we've got Moscow and Stalingrad that are both filled out. So I think it is Leningrad next. The three big centers of production. In my universe, pretty much everything is, you know, there is no attack on Leningrad as it stands. There is no attack on Moscow as it stands, and there's no battle around Stalingrad. So we're beating the historical. It's just a shame that I've given the Germans an entire production hub down here, so yeah, it makes that attack towards Finland even more important. Right, fighter, yeah, the Bombay, but just put a little bit more onto you. Yep, 5-4. Okay, and you'll wrangle for 12 days. It's fine. Okay, and greens across the board. So, bit of a tough battle there, but one that we can handle. And a victory over there. Okay, some divisions that aren't particularly powerful here, so we will move over a couple of guards units. Proletariat. That needs a commander. That's fine. Can just throw bodies at the problems until it gets resolved. Okay, they're at 96, so that's fine. And a whole bunch of things are going to be finished soon. And every day that goes by and a little bit more descent that goes down, that all helps. Spearheaded by a relatively powerful panzer unit there. Okay, lots of units in poor supply, but... they managed to clean up some of our submarines. Those bastards. Now, it looks like I would imagine that they could still get into this area of the sea, so maybe they can still do a bit of convoy raiding from up there. Right, waiting for you to get... And, okay, so... Production back online. Okay, and that's looking like a victory down there. Extra guard divisions helping with that rapid encirclement move. And who can you attach to? Okay, just put you in there and then move you to that part of the world. It's fine. And whereabouts are you? Ah, you're in position. Good. Oh, it's a relatively big battle. But we've got lots of divisions there to hold it off. Okay, so Army Group HQ is done, as is that one there. Bunch of 42 level fighter techs, so I think we'll do those to get them done, so that they're done in the year, because they'll all be done by September time. And then I think over here on Deep Battle, yeah, I saw Army Group Headquarters come up, so that's another one we can do. And we got some more troops for over here. So, you need another division up here. Okay. 3, 3, 4. It's a tough battle up there. Let's send a bit more support. Maybe another couple of divisions. And then we think down here we're also going to need to provide a bit of support. Now, this is for defending our front lines against a wave of annoying Japanese. Okay, and you're at 109, so nearly need to start looking at officers again soon enough. Can't afford to let that ratio collapse too quickly. Okay, some more tanks. Yeah, and just keep that reinforcing. Let's start moving you up to here. Put a bit more support there. So you're looking a little bit light. We can start reinforcing there with you. Send you to reinforce that battle. Let's send that tank division over there. Okay, a couple more tank armies. And yeah, we'll get you into join the attack into that part of the world. Why not? Sure, we'll attach you to the 11th Army Group. I don't really care. As long as it's in somewhere. Okay, and the requirements are going down slowly but surely. Okay, and we're sending some decent reinforcements. And yep, we're going to postpone all of that. And we'll do Army Group Headquarters, and then once things start to feed off, we'll probably start moving towards other things, I would imagine. Right, let's drop a save.